Hey, I got another DIY for you. This one was inspired by my son's crappie light. We went crappie fishing, but decided to do sand bass fishing, and we ended up catching a few sand bass. No crappie, just sand bass. But I liked his light, but it was green. Now, when I put my white light in there, it just seemed to attract more bait fish. So we got a pretty good bait ball going. So what I'm going to do this time is I am going to use a multicolor or a light that an LED light that can change color. That way we can kind of try red, blue, green, and white, and all the other colors, yellow, all the other colors in between. So here we go. All right, I've got a flexible LED strip light here, and this one is color changing, so you can basically choose the color you want. Let's see what's in this package. Alright, so we got a controller box. We've got the 12-volt power supply. We've got a huge remote control for all the colors. Power cord. And LED strip. 3M tape, very good. Alright. And obviously there's not another power cord in the center. Very well coated. Alright. And we just got some instructions on how to put it together. So, let's get to it. Alright. If we read this here, it says that the output is 12 volt. And this is a 12 volt battery. So, if you read the diagram right below that, and this is very difficult to see here, is that the outside, which is the metal part, the cylinder on the outside, is negative, and the center part is positive. So we need to find which wire is the positive, which is the center part. Okay, so let's use a meter. I'm going to set it for continuity. And I am going to connect it just inside the barrel. And I'm going to touch this one. And there, we got a reaction. Touch this one, no reaction. Touch this one, reaction. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that in the camera. So we know that this one, I'm going to kink it, we know this one is our positive. Okay? So, turn the meter off. Alright, I'm going to connect this here. Okay? And we're going to connect this here. Positive, negative, and power. No reaction. Turn it around. Power. Ah, there we got it. This is funny because you can plug this in reverse. They should have made a key or something to keep it from being able to plug it in reverse. But anyway, at least it doesn't hurt anything. So positive with a kink, negative, and then on. And here's a cool part. Want green for fishing, blue, white, I even got red, so that's pretty cool. Turn it off. Alright, we need to do. Alright, next part is we've got a 2-foot, 2-inch Schedule 40 piece of PVC. Got this at Home Depot. Got the caps at Home Depot. These are 2-inch caps. Alright, we're going to need 2 caps. I've got 2 3-ounce weights, and I've got some silicone. Okay, and here's the cord. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can put this inside, so I don't have this out on the outside. It's just more junk on the outside of the kayak. I'm trying to keep this to a minimum as far as cords. So let's see how this works out with trying to hide this inside and then start to wrap. Now, I'm not going to cut this pipe until I get to the end. That way I know how far my light is. Now, if I would have gone with a thinner piece of pipe, then as I wrap it, it would have ended up way down here, and I would have ended up with a very long light to store in my kayak or my boat. But in this case, went with 2-inch, so that hopefully when I start wrapping, it won't go as far. But I won't cut this PVC until I know where my wrap is going to stop, and then I'll cut it, allowing enough room for my end cap. Now I'm going to stick 2 weights in here and silicone those in there. See, those fit perfect. I'm going to silicone it in there so they won't rattle. I don't want them to rattle. So here we go. All right, I cut the end of it to make it a little easier to squeeze all this silicone out. This is white, but you can use clear, you can use white, whatever you'd like. I'm just going to squeeze it all in here. Now I'm not going to fill up the tube. I've seen some people fill the tube up, but that just, to me, is just a waste of silicone. The main thing is you want these weights not to rattle on the bottom. I'm about to get my finger sticky. Push that down to the bottom. There you go. I'm just going to put that aside. Oh, and by the way, I left a little bit in here so I can use it to seal all the other holes that I'm going to have. Okay, so I left a little bit in there. Alright, now we've got to figure out, now each depending on which light you buy, so each one is going to be a little bit different on how you're going to attack this. Alright, so got an idea. Alright, my little idea is to mark, that way I don't make this mistake again. See, that way, obviously it doesn't go that way, it goes this way. So that way we know how to reconnect that without having to guess at it. I mean, we could test it out, because I did disconnect it for a few seconds. Oh, it works. Alright, so we know that still works. Alright, here we go. And disconnect that. Now, this actually fits in here. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill the hole in the side, so I need to find out what size ribbon. Now I could do this 2 ways. I could melt the hole, or I can drill a hole. There you go. Alright, so this is our bit. Here. Wow, it's a tough pipe. it's only going to be just a wire sticking out over to my kayak, because everything else is remote controlled. Alright, I did a double knot here for a reason. That way it just comes up against this. Alright, and then I'm going to silicone the outside. One, to keep this from bending, but two, that way everything hangs from there. This will be connected here, and this will go in here. And here, move our knot. Our knot is too far. Alright, so we're going to move our knot here. I'm going to connect this here. And we're going to stick this in here. And now, good. So now this is going to go here. Now we can start to wrap. And this will probably go a little further, but now we're going to start to wrap this. So when I come back, I will show you how far it wrapped. Okay? Alright. I'll come back and tell you this. When I started wrapping, I went all the way around so that it comes and joins right here. So that'll give me the distance to start wrapping the rest. So like I said, I started here and I wrapped all the way around until I met up with this spot right here. Okay? All right. Got down here to the end, and it looked like it only went about a foot. So, all right, so here's our end cap with the weights in it. So I'm going to lay it right here on the edge, and it's probably going to go about an inch. So I need to cut this PVC right there. Okay, so I'm going to cut it. You don't need to see that. Be right back. Alright, so we cut that. Now I'm going to squeeze that on there. Wow, that looks good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the rest of this silicone. I'm going to silicone, squeeze some in there. Get my finger dirty again. What I'm doing is I'm not PVCing this in case I need to get in there to service it. But I can definitely take this silicone, because it is pried on there. The top is just pried on there. That should seal that. Alright, now I'm going to seal the bottom Okie doke. Now let me get a towel. Get a towel. Move that wire over there. Make it look nice. Clean it all up. Clean up the extra silicone off my LED lights. Okie doke. Now, just a quick test. Hold with my fingers. So I'll blink. There she goes. Let's go green. Red. Blue. And white. That is so cool. Now I noticed that, so it doesn't work from far away because I'm pulling it back about 3 feet. Let's see, no, it worked there. See, 4 feet, it doesn't work. Maybe it's because it's inside the tube, but it's okay. In the kayak, we don't have more than 12 feet, and we can definitely get close enough to start it up and then stick it in the water. All right, we're going to let the silicone dry now, and then we're going to come back. Well, I think I can go ahead and work on reinstalling the tips again. Got ahead of myself. We'll have to do that, but that's easy. You already know what's going on. All right, guys, we're going to show you what this looks like in the dark. So hang on just a second, and I will turn it on for you. And there you go. Red. Wow. It's party. Green. Oh, that's going to be bright in the water. Blue. White. Actually, I like the white, but we'll find out what it does in the water. But anyway, there she is. I can hardly wait to go fishing for some crappie and some sand bass at night. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll be trying this light out pretty soon here. I think in a couple of days, like I said earlier. So let's see what that develops. And I'll take some pictures of the bait ball and probably post them. Okay, if I don't post them, I'll probably post them on the my Facebook page too. Okay, thanks. Subscribe, comment, give me a thumbs up, please. All right, and above all, share it with your friends. All right. So if it jerks, set the hook.